zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. It's Memphis. And now back out comes the offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson scampering home from 19 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, folks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wilson on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Left, 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 left.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z, 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 Z. Huck. Huck, huck.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he'll win it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit it. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Wilson. That is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Zebra.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. A good pickup there at 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. On first down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The big fella. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. From the shotgun, Wilson, buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They run. It's Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wilson steps away to his left. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ray Lewis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now at Soldier Field. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Zach Cunningham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58
He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Back to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
He's back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
36 power.
Back to throw. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Here we go with Kamara. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Kamara on fourth and goal, unable to get in. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the partner.